Despite existing for more than 20 years, not much has changed for audio description of Australian live performance. Advocates say the volunteer-dependent service offered by only a handful of Sydney theatres is valued but is not enough.
It limits everybody. It limits the experience of people who are blind and vision impaired. It limits the rest of the audience to diversity, and it limits the ways that audio description could actually be seen as an essential element of what people need to provide, and maybe something that actually enhances the whole show.
Set on Sydney Harbour, Kirribilli's Ensemble Theatre allows Vision Australia volunteers to offer audio description for a selection of shows.
Everybody should be able to come and see a show. It's the same as putting a lift in for people to be able to go and use disabled toilets, etc. It should be part of the facilities.
Not long from now, theatregoers will start arriving for this evening's performance of The Spear Carrier. But not all of them can see. Using audio description, patrons with visual challenges can not only hear what's going on, but start to visualise it as well. Tonight, Alistair is here. He's been greeted by describer Paul and provided with a receiver and earpiece. Peering through a small window from a darkened office, Paul offers Alistair a version of events.
Moves. Spears a microphone.
Nothing more than
a spotlight on him, rock concert. Hurling the microphone around. It's a guitar.
Ophelia, have you met Ophelia? Ophelia, the tattooed lady. Ophelia, I just... Okay, mercy.
Back to position.
Internally saying, when my love is here, going quietly insane.
As an audio describer, I'm working in combination with the actors, the sound people and so on, and I'm just a part of the telling of the story. The dialogue tells the story, the sound effects tell the story. Some of our clients can pick up lighting effects in a blurred kind of way. That's part of telling the story. So the audio description is just part of the whole texture of a night in the theatre.
The Spear Carrier, Alistair says, is an amazing play for one person to pull off and very difficult to describe.
Because you've got a single person, in this instance Jamie Oxenbould, moving around the stage, doing different characters, obviously with different facial expressions. That's very, very difficult to do. And as a person that doesn't have any sight, there's quite a lot you miss without having the audio description there.
Alistair says he would like audio description to be available across a greater range of performances.
And I'd love to see it in more places. Certainly I know that it was on at the Opera for a little while, but it would be, you know, obviously having friends that are actors that are in plays, and liking to go and see sort of smaller productions that are maybe less professional than this. I think it'd be a fantastic thing to expand it further if it's possible to be able to do that.
Vision Australia says recent description developments in cinema and TV may have something to offer live performance.
We've seen an increase in cinemas taking audio description on board. I think there's about 100 screens now across Australia that provide audio description. We've seen the trial on the ABC that's running currently. All of that is floating out a pool of audio description that is professionally done and allowing people to look in and say, okay, these are the standards, this is what we like, this is what we don't like. And I think it's a good growth.
Mr Ward says demand is strong for more audio description of live theatre, and Vision Australia looks forward to increasing industry partnerships.
I would love to see live theatre take it on. I'd love to see the gear in there, and I'd love to see their staff trained. And I'd love to see Vision Australia become a knowledge base for that training.
Nathan Coates for Upstage Sydney.